Welcome. Today we have gathered here to celebrate the life of our dearest friend, brother, and son, Garrett Trance. Garrett was a friend of mine and somebody I could always go to in a time of need. A caring person who always put himself before others. I can remember a time specifically when Garrett represented this. We're both freshmen in college, and I had a tough week with school and personal things. Being so far away from home, it was tough for me to adjust. I remember being really upset one day until Garrett came in my room with a bunch of my favorite things to cheer me up. A couple of my favorite sodas, and he also brought me some Chipotle. Um, as simple and meaningless as a gesture as you might think that is, this was a normal thing that Garrett would do in order to cheer people up around him. Um, he would put thought into things in order to make our lives easier, whether it was weightlifting or his great love for the tanning bed. Garrett was always working on improving and bettering himself. I'll never forget the times, he would come home and flex in the mirror in the living room after having a huge lift that day. As I rolled my eyes and made fun of him, I would deep down laugh inside because I thought that was a typical Garrett thing to do. A Clemson Tiger at heart, the last thing you would see Garrett do on Saturday is miss a Clemson football game. Good luck trying to convince him that they weren't the best team in the country that year, or any year for that matter. He was stuck on the fantasy that they're the best. Draped in his orange and purple, I'll miss his overreactions to the game and yelling at the television for a blown call or a drop pass. Along with these hobbies that he enjoyed, Garrett also loved his job. He was an accountant at Prudential in downtown Cincinnati. Um, there were times where I believe that Garrett only liked his job just because he could dress up in a suit and tie every day. He would frequently come home and say um, how he was the best dressed in the office that day with his little smirk. He took very much pride in that, and along with dressing the part, he took a lot of pride in working hard every day. Every day he went to work. I would frequently see Garrett passed out on the couch after work, still in his beloved shirt and tie that he'd wear that day to work. Um, I think this was just a testament of how hard he worked that day, or how little he slept the night before. The great thing about Garrett was that he was a family man. He loved his beautiful wife and his three little girls. Though it probably took longer than all of them to go out, he was a very protective father and husband to them. I know that he left them with much love and compassion as he possibly could. The qualities that will stick with his name forever are hard worker, a caring person, personable, and very joyous. You would rarely see Garrett without with a frown on his face, and I think that was contagious to everyone around him, as many of you would know. His achievements in his company, and on the baseball field will always be remembered. He showed care for his craft and the love he had for his interests. He will leave behind a legacy that can never be matched. How committed he was to his family and friends will always be remembered, and his love for seeing other people happy will be sought after. And as Garrett would always say, Titan never beat the Gators. Go Tigers. Thank you very much.